Hello and welcome to Stage 2 of the Formula 1 Austrian Grand Prix. In this first race of Stage 2, we have to draft for 4,000 meters, and other than that, there are no requirements. So other than don't lose position. So I will get all my drafting in right away, and then I'll just maintain position. I'm currently on lap 0, so that means there's a whole nother lap to go after this. Yeah, and I can't fall back in position because that's the best thing to do for bot management is to finish further back than where I currently am. But if I do that, I'm going to fail. Oh my goodness, are these guys ever slow? That's some serious damage. But yeah, I'll get all my drafting in, and then I guess I'll just drive it around the track until we're done. By the way, in case if you know this track, you know that I'm nowhere near going this distance. You're getting credited 2.25 meters for every meter you travel. Or they use the Roman cubit, and that's kind of a silly thing. But almost done my drafting here, and oh nuts, I did it again. Okay, well, for maximum bot management, I would recommend that you don't finish drafting till you're near the end of the first lap, but I'm not going to do a restore. You can learn from my mistake. Moving on. Have to do this lap in 1 minute and 13 seconds. No other requirements. Doesn't matter what position I finish in. Oftentimes, they give you first place when you do this anyhow. I think that's going to be a lot of time to get this done. I'm curious how bad they're going to be. Oh, did they ever take a bad entrance to that corner? That really threw me off. And I don't have my braking points optimized yet. That first corner is very tricky on this track. Like, you can make up piles of time on that first corner if you really optimize it. And in this game, you are only required to have one tire on track to truly be on track. So you can have 3 tires off track, 3 tires in the grass, and you're not off track. Now some people get really upset about that, and if you want to drive with all 4 tires on track all the time, that's okay, go for it. However, you're going to have to do more tuning. You are going to be slower in time trials, and you will earn less currency. So that's just the way it is. So I'm going to be doing this to try to maximize currency earnings and also to limit the amount of tuning that we have to buy. So that's just why I'm doing what I'm doing. And I'm going to slow down here. I don't want to finish faster than I have to. I change views so I can really see the start-finish line. And I'm not going to push this too crazy. I don't want to fail the stage. And there we go. That one's pretty easy. I still had quite a bit of time left, actually. That's interesting. Okay, so that's it for race 2 of stage 2. We got a couple of storyline screens here, and there's going to be a lot of writing for this stage. Basically, you got to overtake 5 opponents, you have to maintain a minimum average speed, and you aren't supposed to go off track. Now, what I didn't test is how much off track they give you. Sometimes they say don't go off track, but they still give you a full second of off track. Not really sure here. And it's possible I could have played with this more. Like, I probably could overtake 5 opponents, turn around and drive backwards for a while to maintain that average speed, and finish really far back in the pack if I wanted to. I don't know that I'm going to do that. First thing I better do is just see how hard it is to overtake 5 opponents. I don't think it's going to be hard. Okay, you see right there, I didn't actually go off track. I still had 2 tires on track. And I'm well into the average speed requirement. So another option would be to turn around at the start and drive backwards for a little bit because there's the last car I need to pass. Now, you know, I'm gonna hold back because this race might end as soon as I pass him. So I'm gonna try to push him to keep my average speed up. Because the only drawback of the Mercedes is the top speed. It has the lowest top speed of any of the Formula 1 cars, but it has the highest acceleration, it has the best brakes, and it's tied for best grip with the Red Bull car. So because of that, you can struggle a little bit if you're getting to the gas a bit late, because the other cars, if they have more time on the gas, they're gonna drive off because that higher top speed. But another thing to consider is that when it comes to tunings, speed is one of the cheaper tunings. So there's some strategy there, but certainly the Mercedes is dominant in the real life series. And it looks like in the 2020 season, they made the Mercedes more dominant. In the 2019 season of this game, it wasn't actually all that dominant. The Ferrari and the McLaren, mainly the McLaren, seemed to be the top car. But this year, it seems like it's the Mercedes. And I've been saving my Mercedes for a recommended PR event just like this. Because I thought it would really shine, especially here. I thought, oh, this car with all of its grip and its brakes should really shine here. Now, brakes it's a hard thing to maximize brakes. Grip's not too hard to maximize, but to make really good use of brakes, oh, look at that. You know what? I should have known that it wouldn't end right away. It's because I need minimum average speed. But I've been caught by surprise a few times so far. Anyhow, following him was a fine plan. And then I still finished in second place. No problem there. I have some driver level ups. I'm not going to be using them right now. Gonna keep on going here. Finish in first place and hit a certain top speed. Now, that's the only thing I'm worried about in this car, is hitting top speed requirements. Because of the higher grip, better brakes, and great acceleration, this Mercedes can carry more speed through the corners, which is going to give me better overall times, but that's not necessarily going to mean high speeds. So let's just see how difficult this is going to be. Okay, well that was pretty easy, and I didn't even do a lot of drafting that time. Now I was over braking there. That's because I want to use this guy for a drafting run. I know he's going to start to pull away on me after a bit here. Not very much, but there he goes. See, just a little bit. And I got a speed run in there, no problem. Now I'm going to pass him. And I've got another fabulous speed run here that I should not need help with. Because a little bit of braking here. And then just a little bit of braking here, and then I'm full throttle for quite a while. Catch a bit of draft, take the wider path. See, look, I'm not driving away. Now, I could catch some side draft from him, but boy, he's right at that pit point, so I don't want to go down and clip his front wing there. And let's see if I can hit speed here. It goes uphill at the end of this section, so I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, no trouble. Oh, there we go. No problem at all. I'm still a little bit concerned though, but this is all part of my strategy in choosing this car. So we'll just see. The thing I love about drafting is that does give you some interesting strategic opportunities. Oh my, I got loose. Anyways, there's strategic opportunities with drafting to still hit speed requirements. Some of that is that you time when you're going to reach a bot. Oh my goodness, that's surprising. Huh. I have trouble on that. That's a very tricky corner because you're going downhill into the turn. So it's tricky. This one's tricky as well, but at the point that you start turning, you're already well into the throttle, so you're very unlikely to lose traction there. This corner I really like as well. Now, I got time to kill. Spin a donut. Oh, Hamilton's catching up pretty fast. That's because for bot management, you want to win with a small lead, not a big lead. Winning with any lead can make things a little more difficult. Winning with a very, very small lead will limit that effect. So, that's the best I could do in managing the bots. Because I had to win, and that is going to wrap up Stage 2. Playlist link will be available, and I'm going to keep plugging these out for you. If you like what you're seeing, please subscribe, and thank you for joining me in this video.